Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. New details are still emerging as to why William Ruto was blocked from addressing US Congress. Uhuru Kenyatta's name is now being mentioned. And not only Uhuru Kenyatta's name, there is also a claim of biasness by the Republican leadership. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to see it and understand it better. Before we do that, let's have a look at an information captured by Standard Digital. US Congress Speaker Mike Johnson has been blasted for declining a request that would see President William Ruto address a joint sitting during his visit. Although some sources said the move comes following an objection by key lawmakers on Capitol Hill, Raji Shah, who is Johnson's deputy chief of staff, said due to scheduling restraints, they could not accommodate a request for remarks before a joint session. Neil, who is the US representative for Massachusetts, said the Congress and the Republican leadership have invited Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, that's Japanese PM, President Isaac Herzog, that's Israel's president, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and President Yoon Suk Yeol, that's South Africa, to address joint meetings of Congress during their official visits to the United States. And I see no reason why President William Ruto's upcoming state visit should be any different. Let's continue. I had the privilege of hosting former Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta, where we spoke about the great opportunities to strengthen relations between our two economies present. And since then, Kenya has only continued to demonstrate its commitment to reaffirming our 60-year partnership, with the Biden administration already rising to the rightful occasion by hosting a state dinner. The Congress must do the same, he said. Thus, a US Congress lawmaker making those claims and is mentioning Uhuru Kenyatta's name. Besides mentioning Uhuru Kenyatta's name, he's also trying to bring up the aspect of Republican biasness, where they have invited some other leaders, but they don't want to allow William Ruto to address the Congress. And he's also saying that he invited Uhuru Kenyatta. So, in other words, he's trying to insinuate that this is a move that has not started today, but it started long time ago with the former President Uhuru Kenyatta. I find that very, very interesting. And it's again now emerging that some influential leaders at the Capitol Hill objected to the request by William Ruto to address the US Congress. All these are serious issues, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to put them into perspective for Kenyans to see in clearer terms what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe in order not to miss our next analysis. Let's proceed. Those who followed our yesterday's analysis, I did say that one of the reasons why William Ruto was blocked from addressing the US Congress had to do with some Trump links and the Republican view of William Ruto and Kenya. As much as Biden's administration is embracing William Ruto, that does not mean America per se is embracing William Ruto. There are very many leaders and even the population who are skeptical of William Samoei Ruto's rule. We know that William Ruto has got a track record, how he started his politics in the early 90s. And now that he's the president, we know exactly what is happening in this government. I've always been repeating that this is a one-man government. If there is any corruption in Kenya Kwanza, the buck stops naturally with Ruto. There is no minister in Kenya Kwanza who can make a decision without Ruto and State House approving of that decision. So in case of any corruption, the buck stops with William Ruto. America has intelligence, and I know they understand what's happening in Kenya. The Republicans have got a different view of Ruto. And just as I did say yesterday, in the event of a leadership change in America, then the incoming regime, assuming it's not Biden's administration, might have a different view and a policy shift on how they are going to deal with William Ruto's government. That's something coming out very, very clearly. And you are now seeing Uhuru Kenyatta's name being mentioned by a US lawmaker. I did explain yesterday that the idea for William Ruto to address US Congress might have been conceived in Kenya and then pushed through Kenyan embassy in the United States of America. I won't be wrong to say that the mere fact that Uhuru Kenyatta's name is being mentioned, that's something we always hear and see here in Kenya, where anytime William Ruto's government fails, they always blame Uhuru Kenyatta. I won't be wrong to say that the US lawmaker might have been misadvised, and the people misadvising him in this case might be the Kenyan embassy in the United States of America. You are seeing a blame game here. This thing started, long time ago with Uhuru Kenyatta. Just tie the dots and understand where that is coming from. Ruto's government has exported its blame game to America. That's also something coming out very, very clearly. And if you look at the calibers who have been invited to address the US Congress, Israel president, South Korea leader, Narendra Modi, India's prime minister, look at the qualities of those leaders, and then you look at the quality of William Ruto's leadership. US only invites leadership of integrity. That's the message coming out very clearly from these new revelations. And I still maintain and I repeat, that was a very big blow to William Ruto and his supporters. They were going to use that occasion to chest thump and to score some unnecessary political scores. In fact, William Ruto could have embarrassed himself and even embarrassed Kenyans if he could have gone ahead to address that US Congress. In that the lies has been saying in Kenya, he could have also repeated the lies there in the United States of America. And that address was also going to paint Kenya as a real and true puppet of the United States of America, and that could have augured very negatively for Kenya on the global stage. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. From all this, it's coming out very clearly that William Ruto was blocked from addressing the US Congress because of some integrity issues. And also, I'm seeing a high possibility where the Republican leadership do not have confidence in William Samoei Ruto. That's why they blocked him. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.